38th session of the Senate in the third regular session of the 19th Congress is hereby called to order. May I request everyone to please rise for a minute of silent prayer. You may be seated. Secretary will please call the roll. Mandi nga pala yan. Please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Ganyan talaga pag huli na yan. Bayang mag-iiw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa hindi pong buhay, lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisi, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong magaw, may hiladang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang isang ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagliliging, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim, lupa ng araw ng ating pagsita, upay langit sa piling mo, ang binigaya na pag may mamagi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Secretary will please call the roll.
Call of members. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Antiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 17 senators present, Chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we dispense with the reading of the journal of the 35th session, Monday, December 9, 2024, and consider the same as approved.
Any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, I move that we defer the approval of the journal of the 37th session, Wednesday, December 11, 2024.
Any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved.
Mr. President, before we continue, I'd like to acknowledge some guests of the Senate, legally guests of Senator Robin Hood Padilla from the University of Macau, Mr. Mudong, Mr. Panwei, Mr. Wu Xiangning, Mr. Yu Yuxi, Mr. Hu Shuiyan, Mr. Lin Shibo, and also guests of Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri from the NEDA, of course, led by Secretary Arsenio Balisacan, Undersecretary Crystal Uy. Mr. President.
Welcome to your Senate. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we proceed to the reference of business.
Any objection? Hearing none. Secretary is directed to comply.
Resolution, Senate Concurrent Resolution 25. Concurrent Resolution granting consent to Senator Aquilino Coco Pimentel III to accept the badge for cooperation conferred upon him by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation, Senator Villanueva.
To the Committee on Rules.
Proposed Senate Resolution 1259 congratulating and commending Sofronio Vasquez as the winner of the 26th season of The Voice USA, recognizing his historic achievement as the first Filipino and Asian contender to win the competition, Senator Villanueva.
To the Committee on Rules.
Proposed Senate Resolution 1260 congratulating and commending Sofronio Vasquez for winning the 26th season of The Voice USA and for bringing pride, joy, and honor to the country, Senator Marcos.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, before we continue again, I'd like to acknowledge some of our guests. Our ambassador to the Philippines of Japan is Mr. Endo Kazuya, Secretary Enrique Manalo, Secretary Gilberto Teodoro, and the rest of the DND and DFA families, Mr. President.
I also see Secretary R.C. Balisacan in the VIP gallery. Welcome to your Senate.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading of several bills, the printed copies of which were electronically distributed to members of this chamber on December 13, 2024 in compliance with the 3-day rule in the Constitution. With that, Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 2898. This is the bill liberalizing the lease of private lands by foreign investors. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 2898 on third reading is now in order. Secretary is directed to read the title only of the bill and to proceed to roll call vote.
An act liberalizing the lease of private lands by foreign investors, establishing the stability of long-term lease contracts, amending for the purpose Republic Act number 7652, otherwise known as the Investors Lease Act. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 17 affirmative votes, 1 negative, 0 abstentions, Senate Bill number 2898 is approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 2878. This is the bill on the Economy, Planning, and Development Act. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 2878 on third reading is now in order. Senate Secretary is directed to read the title only of the bill and to proceed to roll call vote.
An act reorganizing the National Economic Development Authority into the Department of Economy, Planning, and Development and reconstituting the NEDA Board into the Economy and Development Council, repealing for the purpose Executive Order number 230, Series of 1987, and amending Executive Order 292, Series of 1987, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 18 affirmative votes, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, Senate Bill number 2878 is now approved on third reading. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Zubiri?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, I would just like to thank our colleagues for their support of the Economy, Planning, and Development Act. Our friends at the NEDA have been waiting for this a long, long time. And truthfully, this is not a win for NEDA, this is a win for the country. With the Department of Economy, Planning, and Development, or DepDev, at the helm, we can look forward to better economic planning, implementation, which will translate to more jobs, more income, and more development from the ground up. I'd like to thank Sec. R.C. Balisacan, who's here with us today, at naghihintay po tayo na kanyang Ilocano empanada, which I made the USEC promise, but I don't see it at the moment, and the whole NEDA team who worked with us in steering this bill through the Senate. And again, I thank our colleagues for being one with us to push for the DepDev. Again, maraming salamat, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Zubiri. Duly noted, and congratulations to Secretary R.C. Balisacan. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 2575. This is the bill on the Basic Education and Early Childhood Care and Development Act. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 2575 on third reading is now in order. Senate Secretary is directed to read the title only of the bill and to proceed to roll call vote.
An act further strengthening the early childhood care and development system, repealing for the purpose Republic Act number 10410, otherwise known as the Early Years Act of 2013, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 18 affirmative votes, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, Senate Bill number 2575 is approved on third and final reading. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Gatchalian?
Mr. President, I'd like to thank our colleagues for approving the said measure. This measure is a first in a massive reform in our early childhood education, and this will put accountability as well as a lot of responsibilities to our LGUs in rolling out early childhood education in our localities. And admittedly, Mr. President, that early childhood is probably the most important years in a child's educational life, Mr. President. So this bill aims to improve that, aims to make sure that early childhood is properly implemented in our localities, as well as health and welfare reforms will be implemented at the local level. So, Mr. President, I will just also submit a comprehensive explanatory of my vote at a later time. Thank you, Mr. President.
Duly noted and entered into the record. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Villanueva?
Mr. President, may I just explain my vote, Mr. President, for a minute, Mr. President?
The gentleman may proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I join our chairperson of the Senate Committee on Basic Education in voting in the affirmative and in support for the approval on third and final reading, the Senate Bill number 2575, or the Basic Education and the Early Childhood Care and Development Act. As co-author and co-sponsor of the measure, Mr. President, the foundational years below 5 years old are critical for nurturing our learners, and that is why it is crucial that we invest in early childhood care and development to ensure that every child has the best possible start in life. We also have with us, Mr. President, the Education Commission family headed by Edie Carroll, who is also present here today. Mr. President, through this measure, we are improving the implementation of our ECCD programs, which will cover the full range of health, nutrition, early childhood education, and social development programs for the holistic needs of children below 5 years old. As noted by Philippine Institute for Development Studies, effective interventions in early childhood lowers the age of school start, improves reading comprehension and non-verbal cognitive ability test results, and boosts the chance of earning more later in life. Mr. President, I believe congratulations are in order to our sponsor, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, for stewarding this a very important measure. Tiyak po na matutuwa ang ating former seatmate, who is also now the Secretary of Education, Senator Sani Angara. We also thank the sponsor for incorporating our amendments. As an advocate of lifelong learning, we want to ensure that the TESDA will play an active role in the professional development of our child development workers through the various relevant trainings that the TESDA offers. Again, Mr. President, we vote yes to this measure because a yes vote is a yes for a brighter future for all Filipino children. We look forward for the enactment of this bill. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pangulo, and may God bless us all.
Thank you, Senator Villanueva. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Villar?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd just like to explain my vote.
The gentleman may proceed.
I'd like to express my support for the third reading approval of Senate Bill number 2575. As one of the bill's co-authors, I would like to reiterate the importance of the availability of early childhood care and development to the growth of a child. In the second quarter of this year, the Philippine Statistics Authority declared that nearly 11 million children and young Filipinos are not attending formal school. Multiple studies have shown that the lack of early education severely affects the holistic development of a child to a full-grown adult, which in extension would lead to higher chances of unemployment, poverty, and by a stretch, being an economic burden on public resources. To augment the already worsening literacy and poverty rates among the Filipinos, it is a must that we immediately act upon the need to ensure that Filipino children will be provided with early education, healthcare, nutrition, and basic social services services that will mold them into active and fruitful members of the society. Mr. President, dear colleagues, thank you very much for your support of this bill, and of course to our sponsor, Senator Gatchalian, and all those who voted for this bill, and of course our Senate President, Chisa Escudero, for this very important bill. Thank you very much.
Duly noted and entered into the records. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, let the records reflect likewise that I vote in the affirmative for this measure and would insert into the records my explanation of vote. Thank you, Mr. President.
Noted and entered into the records. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, and with the consent of the body, I move to consider on third reading proposed Senate Resolution number 1248. This is the resolution concurring in the ratification of the agreement between the Republic of the Philippines and Japan concerning the facilitation of reciprocal access and cooperation between the armed forces of the Philippines and the self-defense forces of Japan. The printed copies of the resolution were electronically distributed to the members on December 10, 2024 in compliance with the 3-day rule under Rule 36, Section 101 of the Rules of the Senate. So moved, Mr. President.
Any objection? There being none, proposed Senate Resolution 1248 is now under consideration, and the Secretary is directed to read the title only of the proposed Senate Resolution and to proceed with roll call vote.
Resolution concurring in the ratification of the agreement between the Republic of the Philippines and Japan concerning the facilitation of reciprocal access and cooperation between the armed forces of the Philippines and the self-defense forces of Japan. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 19 affirmative votes, 0 negative, 0 abstention, proposed Senate Resolution number 1248, concurring in the ratification of the Reciprocal Access Agreement between the Republic of the Philippines and the Government of Japan is hereby approved, and the aforestated treaty is deemed ratified. Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. President.
Mr. President, Majority Leader, thank you very much for my colleagues for your support.
The lady is recognized and she may proceed.
Yes, nagmamadali po at nandito nakikipag-agawan ng mikropono si Senator Zubiri. At maraming salamat sa ating mga kagalang-galang na kasamahan dito sa Senado sa inyong pagtatangkilik at suporta sa ating bagong naratipikang RAA kasama ng Japan. Maraming salamat po.
We likewise thank the distinguished sponsor for fast-tracking this and prioritizing this, given that she's the chair of the Committee on Foreign Relations. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Zubiri?
May I explain my vote as well, Mr.
The
President?
gentleman may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I want to congratulate Senator Amy Marcos on securing the Senate's concurrence for the Japan-Philippine Reciprocal Access Agreement. As the President of the Philippine-Japan Parliamentary Association, I welcome and celebrate this concurrence, and I look forward to the ways in which partnerships between our armed forces and the self-defense forces of Japan will enhance our security and defense capabilities, and especially our disaster management efforts. Japan is one of our most important friends and allies, if not the most important friend and ally in the region. And this agreement will only deepen our ties, ensure that we are aligned in our efforts to uphold peace and security in the Asia-Pacific region. Today, I cast my vote for friendship, for cooperation, and for a future of deeper Philippines-Japan relationship. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Duly noted and entered into the records. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Villanueva?
Mr. President, may I just explain my vote for a minute, Mr.
The
President?
gentleman may proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It is with great honor and confidence that I vote yes to this historic measure. And please allow me to extend my sincerest thanks and gratitude and congratulations to the sponsor of the measure, Senator Amy Marcos. With the concurrence of the with our concurrence to the ratification of the agreement between the Republic of the Philippines and Japan concerning the facilitation of reciprocal access and cooperation between the AFP and the Self-Defense Forces of Japan further solidifies our commitment to promote regional and global peace and stability and deepens our security and defense relationship. It will be remembered, Mr. President, in history as one of the highlights of our diplomatic partnership, which now spans almost 7 decades, Mr. President. Today, as we give our concurrence to this agreement, we join the Japanese people in their desire to build a heart-to-heart relationship of trust, as Prime Minister Kishida best puts it, as equal partners and friends. Arigato gozaimasu. We thank the Japanese government and the Japanese people for their reliable and enduring friendship. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pangulo. At
Thank you,
pagpalain tayo
Honorable
lahat.
Villanueva. Duly noted and entered into the record. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Tolentino?
Mr. President, this representation would be submitting a written explanation of vote in support of the ratification of the treaty we just discussed, Mr. President, for insertion to the records. Thank you, Mr. President.
Duly noted and shall be entered into the record. Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, Senator Lauren Legarda is also seeking the floor. I move
Senator
that she be
Legarda is
recognized.
recognized for her manifestation. You may proceed, ma'am.
Mr. President, I cast my affirmative vote for the Senate resolution concurring in the ratification of the reciprocal access agreement between the Philippines and Japan. I trust that this agreement strengthens our nation's security and reinforces our regional partnerships at a time when collaboration is crucial. The RAA not only facilitates joint military training, disaster response, and humanitarian operations, but also fortifies our commitment to regional peace and stability, which we emphasized during the 31st Asia-Pacific Parliamentary Forum we hosted last year. This legal framework before us today is a reinforcement of our commitment to enhance confidence-building measures that effectively alleviate tensions, proactively prevent disputes, and mitigate escalation of ongoing disputes in the Asia-Pacific region. Most importantly, this agreement solidifies the enduring friendship and mutual respect between the Philippines and Japan. Having sponsored similar agreements in the past, the status of visiting forces agreement with Australia, I've seen firsthand how these strategic partnerships enhance our defense capabilities, ensure better preparedness, and bolsters our national sovereignty. My vote is a vote for a stronger Philippines, a safer region, and a future built on collaboration with like-minded nations. It is therefore my honor to join my colleagues in concurring with the ratification of the Philippines-Japan Reciprocal Access Agreement. Thank you, Mr. President.
Duly noted and entered into the record. Majority Leader.
Likewise, Mr. President, to save time, these representations of co-sponsors of which bill will just be inserted in the records.
Noted and entered into the record.
Mr. President, we are honored to have in our session hall today the Ambassador Extraordinary Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Philippines, His Excellency Endo Kazuya. To receive a copy of Resolution number 236, Ambassador Endo is accompanied by officials from the Embassy of Japan.
Welcome to the Senate.
Mr. President, may I now move for a few minutes suspension to allow Ambassador Endo to accept a copy of the resolution from the Senate President at the rostrum. Also, I ask our colleagues to join the Senate President and the Ambassador. May I also invite our special guests, the Secretary of National Defense and the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, to join us at the rostrum for the group photo.
Session is suspended and the aforementioned dignitaries are requested to ascend at the rostrum to receive a copy of the resolution. Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, before we continue, the Deputy Minority Leader is seeking the floor. I move that she be recognized.
Senator Ontiveros is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am.
Salamat, Abi, Mr. President. I would just like to explain my no vote to the 99-year lease bill. First of all, I wish to thank the sponsor for accommodating and accepting the amendments I proposed. Nagpapasalamat ako sa pagkakataon na lagyan ng safeguards ang batas at karagdagang proteksyon para sa mga maliliit na may-ari ng lupa at agrarian reform beneficiaries. Ngunit pagkatapos ng pakikipag-usap at konsultasyon sa mga partners namin mula sa agrarian reform communities, I regret that I had to vote no to this measure. Mr. President, our partners have flagged that the impact of this measure to smallholder farmers, despite safeguards, would be disastrous. Sa ngayon po, laging dehado ang mga magsasaka sa mga kontrata kung saan halos 5 duling lang ang nakukuha nila at palawak ng palawak ang lupang hawak ng mga korporasyon. No, these are not aberrations. These are not isolated cases. These are clear and discernible patterns that have been observed in a national study conducted on agribusiness arrangements across the country. From bioethanol plants in Isabela to banana plantations in Davao del Norte and Compostela Valley, our agrarian beneficiaries are losing their lands for a pittance, despite the promise of the 1987 Constitution of land to the tiller. I have also been made aware of possible implications on national security, given particular current geopolitical realities. I am aware that investment areas in the foreign investment negative list are exempt from the provisions of this bill, but there are many large tracts of land outside the coverage of the foreign investments negative list that open us to national security vulnerabilities. During our POGO hearings, it was intimated by some members of the intelligence community that large agricultural lands near EDCA sites are being gobbled up by foreign-looking buyers. In the south of our country, we are also being penetrated by malign foreign influence. Nag-aalala po ako at what this bill might contribute towards our country's vulnerabilities. In view of this, with immense regret and a great desire to be proven wrong, I must vote no. Salamat, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Ontiveros. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 2799. This is the bill creating the Metro Bataan Development Authority. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 2799 on third reading is now in order. The Senate Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act creating the Metro Bataan Development Authority, defining its powers and functions, and providing funds therefor. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 17 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstention, Senate Bill number 2799 is hereby approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, as Chairperson of the Committee on Local Government and principal sponsor of Senate Bill number 2799 or the Metro Bataan Development Authority Act, this representation would like to clarify that the principal author of the measure is our Majority Leader, Senator Francis Tolentino, being the first to file Senate Bill number 2106. For this reason, may we respectfully request that the Secretary reflect this correction in the third reading copy of the Senate Bill number 2799.
The manifestation of the Majority Leader is hereby noted.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 1273. This is the bill on the Muslim Filipinos, indigenous peoples, and other denominations' access to the Public Cemeteries Act. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill 1273 on third reading is now in order. The Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act recognizing the proper burial of Muslim Filipinos, indigenous peoples, and other denominations, providing for appropriate burial grounds in public cemeteries, appropriating funds therefore, and for other purposes. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 17 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstentions, Senate Bill number 1273 is hereby approved on third reading.
Mr. President, Senator Robin Hood Padilla seeking the floor. I move that he be recognized.
Senator Robin Hood Padilla is hereby recognized.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo, at sa atin pong pinunong mayorya. Sa mga kapwa ko po, miyembro ng lupon na ito, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ako po ay taus-pusong nagpapasalamat sa ating pong mga kasamahan dito sa Senado sa pamumuno po at patnubay ng ating minamahal na Senate President Professor Francis G. Escudero, sa ating pong pro tempore, ang ating pong mentor, Senator Jingo Estrada, at sa ating pong majority floor leader, Senator Tol Tolentino, at sa lahat po ng mga re-electionists na sumuporta sa ating pong panukala. Kasama na po siyempre si Senator Bongo, Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senator Pia Cayetano, Senator Bong Revilla, Senator Lapid, Senator Marcos, sa kanila pong suporta dito po sa Senate Bill number 1273, an act providing equal access to public cemeteries for Muslim Filipinos, indigenous peoples, and other denominations. Napaka-espesyal po ng araw na ito. Hindi lamang po para sa ating mga kapatid na Muslim, kundi para sa lahat po na Pilipinong naghahangad ng mas malalim na pag-unawa sa pagkakaiba ng kultura, tradisyon at relihiyon ng iba't ibang grupo sa bansa. Walang hanggang pasasalamat po sa mga kasamahan nating tumayo at humiling ng maging kapwa may akda at sponsor kasama ang inyong lingkod upang makamit sa anumang anyo ang ating inaasam na layunin para sa ating mga kababayan. Sila po ay sina Senators Pimentel, Villanueva, Zubiri, De La Rosa, Tulfo, Revilla, Legarda at Tolentino. Akin din pong inihiling na lahat po ng ating mga kasama na narito ngayon ay maging kapwa may akda sa panukalang ito. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Senador Robin Hood Padilla.
Mr. President,
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, the Majority Leader, Senator Francis Tolentino, would like his co-sponsorship speech be inserted to the records.
The co-sponsorship speech of Senator Tolentino is hereby inserted into the records.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 287, that is the bill on the National Education Support Personal Day Act. So move, Mr. President.
An objection, hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 2872 on third reading is now in order. The Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act declaring the 16th day of May of every year special working holiday to be known as the National Education Support Personnel Day, mandating the Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education to lead in its observance and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 16 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstention, Senate Bill number 2872 is hereby approved on third reading.
Yes,
I see the hand of Senator Ontiveros.
Yes, the Deputy Minority Leader. But before that, the principal sponsor, Senator Gatchalian, would like to explain his vote.
Senator Gatchalian is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. President, esteemed colleagues, I rise today to cast my yes vote for the National Education Support Personnel Day Act, a measure that seeks to recognize and uplift an often overlooked yet vital group in our education system, the Education Support Personnel, or ESPs. This proposed legislation establishes May 16 of every year as National Education Support Personnel Day, a special working holiday to honor the contributions of ESP in ensuring the success of our educational institutions. This is not merely a symbolic gesture, but a meaningful step towards recognizing the essential role they play in realizing the right to education and fostering inclusive, equitable, and quality learning environments for all. Education Support Personnel Day include a broad spectrum of individuals working behind the scenes to ensure the smooth functioning of our schools and universities. These are our teaching assistants, registrars, librarians, doctors, nurses, guidance counselors, psychologists, clerks, and the rest of the professional, administrative, technical, and general staff in both basic and higher education institutions. There are over 170,000 ESPs in the Philippines whose work directly impacts the learning experience and development of our students. Unfortunately, many of them, particularly those in private schools, face precarious working conditions such as low salaries, contractual employment, and excessive workloads, which lead to demotivation, lack of job security, and burnout. These challenges underscore the urgency of recognizing their contributions and addressing their needs. This initiative aligns with the international practices, as May 16 is also celebrated as the World Education Support Personnel Day in countries such as Australia, the US, Canada, and Malta. It places the Philippines in solidarity with a global movement that acknowledges the critical role of ESPs in education systems worldwide. More than just recognition, this legislation has long-term benefits. By acknowledging the contributions of ESPs, we can improve morale and motivation, reduce turnover rates, and foster a supportive working environment that ultimately enhances the quality of education in our country. Acknowledging ESPs can inspire them to excel in their roles and help ensure a positive and supportive learning environment for our students. Furthermore, this legislation will not cause any adverse economic implications, as NESP Day is a special working holiday, meaning all operations in both the public and private sectors will proceed as usual. As the chairman of the Senate Committee on Basic Education and sponsor of this measure, I want to recognize and thank my esteemed colleagues who co-authored this bill, as well as the numerous stakeholders who played a pivotal role in shaping this legislation. Your contributions have been instrumental in making this bill a reality, and for that, I am truly grateful. Sa araw na ito, ipinakita natin na ang ating mga ESPs ay hindi lamang bahagi ng sistema ng ating edukasyon. Sila ay nagsisilbing haligi ng ating pangarap na makamit ang mataas na kalidad ng edukasyon sa bawat sambayanang Pilipino. By voting yes to this bill, we honor their sacrifices and affirm their importance in achieving our shared vision of quality education for all. Let us give them the recognition they rightfully deserve. Thank you, Mr. President, esteemed colleagues.
Thank you, Senator Gatchalian, Majority Leader.
Mr. President, the Deputy Minority Leader is seeking the floor. I move that she be recognized.
The Deputy Minority Leader, Senator Risa Ontiveros, is recognized.
Salamat, Mr. President. Regarding Senate Bill 2872, the National Education Support Personnel Day, I'm fully in support of this bill, and with the kind indulgence of the body, I wish to be made co-author. Salamat po, Mr. President.
The manifestation of Senator Risa is hereby noted. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 2252. This is the bill on the Pawai Lake Protected Landscape. So move, Mr. President.
An objection, hearing none. Consideration of Senate Bill number 2252, third reading is in order.
The Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act declaring a parcel of land located in municipality of Pawai in the province of Ilocos Norte, a protected area with the category of protected landscape under the National Integrated Protected Area System to be referred to as the Pawai Lake Protected Landscape, providing for its management and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Antiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Ligarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 14 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, and 0 abstention, Senate Bill number 2252 is hereby approved on third reading.
Mr. President, I move to consider third reading Senate Bill number 1691. This is the bill on the San Francisco Protected Landscape. So move, Mr. President.
An objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 1691 on third reading is now in order. The Senate Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act declaring a parcel of land located in the municipality of San Francisco in the province of Quezon, a protected area with the category of protected landscape under the National Integrated Protected Area System to be referred to as the San Francisco Protected Landscape, providing for its management and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Antiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Ligarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 15 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstention, Senate Bill number 1691 is hereby approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move to consider third reading Senate Bill number 1725. This is the bill on the Alibihaban Protected Landscape and Seascape. So move, Mr. President.
An objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 1725 on third reading is now in order. The Secretary is directed to read the title of the bill and proceed with the roll call vote.
An act declaring a parcel of land located in the municipality of San Andres in the province of Quezon, a protected area with the category of protected landscape and seascape under the National Integrated Protected Area System to be referred to as the Alibihaban Protected Landscape and Seascape, providing for its management and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Antiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Ligarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 15 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstention, Senate Bill number 1725 is hereby approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move to consider third reading Senate Bill number 355. This is the bill on the Tacloban and Tandog Group of Islands Natural Park. So move, Mr.
An
President.
objection? Hearing none, consideration of Senate Bill number 355 on third reading is now in order. The Secretary